UCW Television Champion, our new TV champion, Ethan Cross, here tonight to defend that title for you guys. And we're going to have a #1 contenders match for the UCW Tag Team Champions, and those titles will be defended here tonight as well. So we've got a great show planned for you guys. Once again, thanks for coming out to the Sports Place here in Sterling, Virginia. Ladies and gentlemen, making their way to the ring, he is led by KR Superstar. Please welcome Mr. Big Stuff.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Ultimate Championship Wrestling Defiance. We are live at the Michael and Son Sportsplex here in Sterling, Virginia. I'm Stan Grubb, and I am joined by my co-host, Brian Taylor.
Hello, Stan.
And we are, of course, joined by the one and only Humphrey J Dupont IV. How are you, sir?
Brian, it's an honor and a pleasure to be here for Defiance.
Wow.
Good Lord, man. We've been a long time coming. Excited to be sitting with the corner to corner guys.
Thank you so much for joining us. We're excited to have you here as well. And a little bit caught off guard here, Mr. Big Stuff himself with KR Superstar making his way to the ring. This is an interesting thought here. What are they going to be doing out here tonight? What do you think?
You know, what they'll do is what you'll find out. I've managed Mr. Big Stuff for about 15 years. And I'll tell you what, he's in good hands with Kevin. I wouldn't pass him off to somebody else. And that guy getting in Big Stuff's face better knock it off before he gets knocked out.
It's a dangerous position. You start putting your hands on the wrestlers.
Sit down.
All right.
KR Superstar telling the fan what for.
I like his attitude.
Seems to be kind of full of himself, I think.
You sound like you're full of yourself. This guy is a rising superstar of this business and is delivering an important message that we should be listening to.
You're absolutely right.
Mr. Dupont, you should know you don't have to take any gruff from Stan here.
I think I'm already respecting Brian a whole lot more.
There we go.
Goodness gracious.
2 minutes into it.
Wow.
Now, I am so sad, but not surprised to tell you all tonight that Fatty McNasty is not here.
Not good.
You know why it's not surprising? Because the man's a coward. He's a bum. And he knew what was going to happen tonight, and that was going to be a full-fledged beatdown. He didn't show up. So right now, what I'm demanding, and I know he has not the courage to come out and refute me, I'm demanding that Lord Everett DeVore declare this match a forfeit, with the victor being my main man right here.
Sounds like the right thing to do in this case.
That seems like a very reasonable request.
This guy has been going after DeVore all week long, trying to say that it was a conspiracy, some kind of a drawn-up problem. I mean, come on. You got to respect the man in charge and do what you're told.
You might have to respect the man in charge, but KR Superstar, Humphrey J, and the bigwigs don't have to do that. You do.
Maybe you're right. Maybe you're right. Brian, what do you think about all this?
Listen, I'm going with Mr. Dupont there, okay?
Brian, you're getting street cred by the second.
These guys are certified superstars, and they don't need the guy that runs the place to get in their face.
Heck, if DeVore wanted to do something about it, he could get in there. Oh, look, speaking of the devil.
Here comes the main man himself, Mr. DeVore. Hey, you leave that kid alone. That's horrible. Can't be threatening kids.
The kid get in his face, kid gets repercussion.
That's it. No reason to get in his face.
Let's hear what he's got to say to Mr. DeVore.
First of all, I want to apologize. I neglected to bring you a booster seat so that you could see over the ring. You are correct. Fatty McNasty is not here. And because of this...
The crowd really getting on him.
The KR Superstar hearing it. Never let it be said that Mr. Superstar is not short on talent.
Don't ever let it be said that these morons don't recognize great talent. Because that's what's going on right now.
I have it on good authority that Mr. Superstar, he does wear lifts in his shoes.
You know, I wish I could refute that, but I kind of heard it too. Good Lord. How do you guys get into all this stuff?
You know, people tell us things. It's kind of cool, actually.
I'll know not to say anything of relevance around you guys.
We love it here in UCW.
Okay? You don't tell me what to do. I sign your check.
Uh-oh.
Plain and simple.
So basically, you are saying that they paid to see me.
He's got a great point.
I wouldn't go that far.
Gotta be careful. It's the boss you're talking to.
The reason that Fatty McNasty's not here is he got attacked this morning. Anything you care to say about that?
My attorneys have advised me not to discuss about the whereabouts of Fatty McNasty.
I think he got sick. Just didn't want to show
You
up.
shut up and don't bring that up, or you get another court injunction put on you, lickety split.
I mean, who does this guy think he is?
I mean, I think we all know the truth. McNasty's at a McDonald's making another million serve turnover. Let's be honest.
You know, I think it's clear that Big Stuff wants nothing to do with Fatty McNasty. And you know who else doesn't want it? It's him. Wow. Well, there you go.
DeVore doesn't get many right. He got that one right.
Oh, he's going to get on his level.
You got that? But for right now, I'll play the game, okay? Your man wins by forfeit.
Another win.
Wow.
In the
What a
column for Big
great
Stuff.
win for Mr. Big Stuff. Great win, big man.
Doesn't make any sense.
Proud of him,
You
man.
gotta win a fight to be
Hey,
a
what a
winner.
great effort tonight. You got to give it to him.
What effort? His manager's doing more than he's doing
The
right
dude hadn't even put on his wrestling clothes, and he's already won a match. Enough said.
You know, you're right. He is the winner. I can't argue with that.
You know, Stan, it's probably a good thing that he did not put on his wrestling clothes, or there might be a few more divorces in Northern Virginia after tonight.
I've heard statistically that happens.
Everywhere he goes.
Well, I could be glad to tell him that was your view on the subject and see how he feels about it.
I'm not talking 5. I'm not even
I know that
talking 6.
you're familiar with Mr. Big Stuff from way back there, Mr. Referee of the past.
Yes. And I know for a fact that Mr. McNasty has been running from Big Stuff for years. All
At least
up and down
20.
the East Coast.
At least 20.
At least 20, yes.
You seem to misunderstand something. You don't
What are you looking at?
They call that revisionist history.
You call that bookend truth.
Wow.
Both sides of you.
That's it.
More like the meat in an uncomfortable sandwich.
You're like the little golden book shoved between two masters.
Wow.
Shut up! Shut up!
The crowd letting Mr. Superstar hear it.
Accept your terms, and we're not responsible for what happens to Fatty McNasty. Next month, you're on.
Oh, see, that's a mistake.
I know you say you paid for it.
You don't want to do that.
I'm gonna announce, shut up! I'm gonna announce my new protege. This is the scariest man on the planet. I've looked forward
Is he as tall as you two?
havoc in the wrestling business before.
With or without lifts.
That I've done this because it's gonna make
I think he's taller with or without.
I want to welcome tonight.
I hope so.
Introduce you all to the scariest man in wrestling. He's 300 pounds.
Oh, wow.
He's from the Minute Hills, and he's here tonight.
KR told me backstage he had a big surprise for you. Oh, my God, it's Tremor?
Are you kidding me? Wow.
Well, I've heard a lot
Ladies and
about
gentlemen,
this guy.
KR Superstar has just announced Tremor.
He
His
hit the jackpot.
protege.
Big respect.
Man.
He's one of the hottest free agents all of wrestling right now.
And ladies and gentlemen, say what you will about KR
look at
Superstar, but Tremor is not to be trifled with. Oh,
DeVore
wow.
better get his out of the way.
Uncomfortable spot right there.
Tremor
wanna
looks
be on
like
that other end.
he'd like to bring DeVore's wrestling career back.
Man.
Hopefully KR can keep him in control. From what I've read, this guy's basically just a freak that can't be controlled or reeled in, and this is going to be interesting.
And ladies and gentlemen, Tremor, who was successful against Ron Holiday at the Big O Boogie,
Yep.
now he gets to go one-on-one with Pretty Boy Jake Hollister.
Pretty Boy is a crafty veteran, and he knows, I mean, he's been in the ring with Mike Jackson, some of the great names, and I think that Tremor is going to have his hands full.
Pretty Boy Jake Hollister. Wait, I don't know if he was ready. Maybe he's getting us ready.
I think he wanted you two guys to stand up and cheer.
All right, Jake. Is that better?
That was
right,
much better.
Got to mention, ladies and gentlemen, the UCW Defiance brought to you by Geico. Jake Hollister may need some help from Geico.
He might. I'll tell you, Geico saved my family a lot of money, and that's something we can do for you, too. Give them a call. Get a quote. Geico.
That's right. Oh, Tremor from behind. Dropping Jake. He wasn't even ready. That's not fair.
That's a KR staple mark, man. If you're wrestling against a KR guy, you best be in there with your back not turned.
That's a closed fist. You can't do that.
Looks like the ref doesn't seem to really care.
Yeah. Would you want to tell Tremor no?
Hey,
No.
I hear this guy talks to his mask.
Dude, he doesn't seem like he's all there. Look at him having trouble with that mask. It's like it's got this hold on him.
He's possessed by it.
You always wonder about a guy that won't show his face. What's the deal?
Well, in this case, I mean, Tremor's just struggling. He's trying to battle demons, I guess.
You know, right now, the only demon getting exercise right now.
Look at this. There's the super kick.
Super kick.
Hollister.
Man.
Oh, a spinning kick.
Hollister needs to take him off his feet, and he's doing a good job of trying to chop the tree.
Now, come on.
What happened?
Right.
What happened?
You saw the same feed I'd seen.
No, I'm just asking. Can y'all? What happened there? He seemed like he tripped.
Grabs the leg, hooks him, and trips him.
You think he slipped on is there a banana or something there?
I think it was. I think Big Stuff was pulling the banana peel out.
Yeah,
he pulled something out. It was called his foot. Oh, what a power
slam.
Body slam.
You could feel the tremor on that one.
Yeah, you could. Hollister's going to need some back help here.
So, Grubb, if you're down right now, what are you thinking? What are you going to do to get back in this match if you're in his shoes?
If I'm opposite Tremor,
yep.
See the entrance right there? I'm headed that way.
You know what? You just got actually some cred points because you told the truth, and I like your style on that one. I'd be running too.
I'm not afraid to admit that Tremor scares me. Okay,
yeah.
We met him at the Big O Boogie. He killed the mic. Anybody that kills the mic, that's a scary dude.
I mean, we tried to talk to him, and all he did was growl at us.
He did.
Very scary.
Yeah, Tremor's an escaped lunatic, and KR Superstars got him in his fold. Big Stuff Incorporated growing by 300 pounds, apparently.
Oh, great high risk there by Hollister, and he did get the big man down. But he's wasted time.
Look at his back. Just from a slam in the forearm, his back is already welted up.
Brian, you've been in the ring plenty as a referee, and you know, as an unbiased watch in the ring, you can't waste time. And look what's happened.
No, and that's exactly what. The other thing, too, is you cannot take Tremor outside. He's going to tear you apart.
That's his playground.
That's right.
Watch, Tremor's got everything well in hand here. You can, again, say what you want about KR Superstar, Big Stuff Incorporated, but Tremor is in control.
He hung him across the railing there.
Well, Hollister may need some help for his throat and his back. Does
See,
Geico do medical insurance?
If KR was to take these two guys and unleash them as a team, you got 700-some pounds, 800 pounds? Looks like big. Look at the great sportsmanship.
Come on, this is wrong.
No, there was a fly, and he swatted it. Man, I got so much respect for that guy.
A knife-edge swat of a fly.
It was a thin one. If he went with an open hand, yeah, exactly.
Somebody needs to tell that ref what's going on.
I think the ref's doing an excellent job.
He's just trying to stay out of Tremor's way, and I don't blame him. Now, Hollister's got to get back up to a vertical base. He's got to get control. He needs to speed it up.
I don't know if he can. He's fighting, trying to climb a mountain. Might be too high for him.
He's got a heart of a lion. He is known for being a savvy, high-flying, impactful star.
KR told me was that with Tremor, if he smells victory line, it's just full, fierce force till he gets there. And you can see now he's starting to figure it out.
You know, for a moment he was struggling with that mask again. And now he's back up on his feet. He's back in control. Oh, kick to the gut. Oh, and a face buster. Got him in the corner. Ooh, goodness gracious. A knee to the face. He's going to go back and forth again.
Knock.
Went to the well once too often. Spine buster.
That was a 6.2.
Yeah. And there again.
Yep.
This is the problem with Tremor. You've got to be able to control him. KR Superstar has to find a way to calm Tremor down if he's going to keep him in the fold.
I think there are way too many demons in that mask, and I don't know if KR is going to be able to do it.
How
Well, I'll
does
tell you
somebody
what,
get to Tremor?
he's got all the money and all the facilities, all the doctors, and all the knowledge at his fingertips. So if anybody can do it besides me, it would be KR.
That's a good question. What is your working relationship with KR Superstar?
You know what? KR is a young and up-and-comer, and he's no dummy. He knows he can get valuable information from me. There you go. Boom!
Choke slam.
That's going to do it.
Choke
No
slam.
getting up.
Just put him down. And that's the 3
That's
count.
it.
Ladies and gentlemen, Tremor. Wow.
Impressive victory for Tremor. Big Stuff Enterprises. Grubb, you got to give him some credit.
You know, you can't take anything away from KR Superstar, not just with Mr. Big Stuff, but now with Tremor. That's a
Hey.
hell of a signing.
They were 2-0 just now. 2-0. Big Stuff 1-0. Tremor 1-0. That's a pretty good night, right, Brian?
What a way to start Defiance.
Wow.
Give it up for KR, man.
Oh! Come on, ref, get in there.
What is
Can't
that
let him
guy
keep
going to
this
do?
going on. Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
good point. Come on. It's over.
It's over when Tremor says it's over, not when you bums say it's over.
I'm not going to go tell him. I mean, I'll say it
I'm
from here.
Exactly.
I'm safe here. He's better over there.
Hey, great job. Great job.
But I'm curious why Big
This
Stuff
is
still at the ring.
UCW Defiance.
Why is Big Stuff still out here?
Because he can do whatever he
Hey,
wants, Grubb.
keep him away from Jake Hollister. This isn't right. This isn't going to end well.
Hopefully it's going to be a right and a left and a left and a right. I'd like to see a little bit more action.
Oh, he's getting with the fans.
Looks like Grandpa wants some.
That's probably not so smart. I wouldn't.
Nah,
do
he
that.
better crank that pacemaker up.
You
My
know, I
thoughts go out to
noticed.
Jake Hollister. He looks like he's a little worse for wear.
I noticed the fan has no wedding ring. He may have seen Big Stuff before.
Are you saying this is a vendetta?
Could be a vendetta.
Wow.
He might have crept out of the trailer park just to try and get a Big Stuff one more time.
Just another great night at the office for Mr. Big Stuff. Referee Mike D is coming to the ring. That's Frank Poulter, your ring announcer. And it looks like we're getting ready for our next match.
All right, now here we got the 3-man triple threat. Winner of this gets a television title shot. Brian, you got Sicend, you got Mr. Grimm, and MV Young. What are your thoughts, man? Who do you think is going to take this one?
You know, again, we saw Mr. Grimm and Sicend at Orange. They are quality, capable wrestlers.
What is this?
Sicend has quite. Oh wait, let's see what the announcers
What's going on with this guy? Everybody wants to interrupt everybody around here.
Surprises in UCW. Good evening, everybody. I'm the big guy, the money on the crap Austin. This is good stuff. Nothing bad. Nothing bad. A little bit later this evening, there's going to be a big tag team matchup. And at this time, I would like to introduce to you the UCW current tag team.
Ooh, noise pollution. He called noise pollution to the ring stand.
Ladies and gentlemen, join me in welcoming Rock Richards and Mad Max, the noise pollution.
Wow.
There we go.
Here comes the UCW Tag Team Champions. We saw these gentlemen win the titles from Outlaw Inc. at the Big O Boogie in Orange, Virginia. And here they come, rocking hard and making their way to the ring. Rock Richards, Mad Max Morrison, they are Noise Pollution, the UCW Tag Team Champions.
We should make note the first ever tag team champions.
You know, this is their first major tag team title, so congrats to them, but they've got everybody wanting a piece of them.
And they're ready. I talked to them a little earlier today. They are energized and ready for this crowd.
Sometimes, I think their mouths go a little too far, maybe like in our corner-to-corner show when I was on there. So I'm not totally on board with their mouths.
Let's hear what they got to say.
You are going to be putting these tag team championships on the line. We're not exactly sure who you're going to be defending them against yet.
Referring to, of course, Outlaw Inc. not able to be here this evening. Whoa, Max showing it to the fans. Glossing up the gold.
He better shine it up because they're going to lose it later tonight.
It's hard to predict.
And Hounds of Hades all day night. I think they're going to come through this night as the big winners.
How about Cheap Thrillz?
Cheap Thrillz, great team. I've just got a feeling about Hounds of Hades, and with the Stro, who I've been on both sides of the rings from this guy. He's a maniac. He's got a great mind. I'm sure he's got a really good plan for those guys tonight.
The answer to your question is no.
All right, let me ask you this. You guys are the champions. You're obviously in tremendous shape. Okay, there's no question about that. Or you wouldn't have these titles. But these are two entirely different teams. Okay? You guys actually are a little different, your character makeup. So let me try going back to you again. All right. I don't know where you've been, okay?
Wow.
Let's see if I can get a simple answer.
Maybe the interviewer here is a little bit too dressed up for noise pollution.
I don't know. I've seen some rockers dressed up nice. David Bowie. Remember a band called the Beatles when they first came? They wore some nice suits.
May have heard of the Beatles.
Yeah, I may have heard of them.
They made a good hit or two.
They were no Bay City Rollers, but they were pretty good.
Flock of seagulls, baby.
Yeah.
SATUR.
DAYNIGHT.
Cheap Thrillz.
The next Beatles.
Hounds of Hades, who we're fighting? The answer is no. It doesn't matter who wins. We will fight anybody.
Is this a replay here?
Big Pat, let me tell you something. Tonight is a big night in Sterling, Virginia. The first time ever for UCW. You got the first ever tag team champions. You got television champions. And tonight, Daddy, UCW is going to crown its first ever heavyweight champion.
Noise pollution sounding very confident
Ladies
tonight.
and gentlemen, I gotta tell you.
My concern as a manager would be, why is he concerned about a singles match for the world title when he's got a match for his own belts? That is not the way to prep for a match, Mr. Grubb.
You got to make sure you're focused. You can't stay champion if you lose sight.
And he's talking about other things, which exactly hits your point. His focus is not properly where it should be.
Say what you will, Brian. Noise pollution has the crowd.
Yes, they do, but I think we should real quick tell the fans at home that originally was going to be Outlaw Inc., and due to an unfortunate accident on their part, they cannot be here tonight.
Yeah,
Interesting thing he points up there.
Speaking of pointing fingers, I do believe that I was maybe unjustifiably kind of singled out as the guy who might have done it. They said there was a briefcase and a note. I think both of you guys know that I'm not stupid enough to leave a note. I have a funny feeling that maybe Mr. DeVore knows more about it than he's leading on.
I think you're correct. Mr. DeVore did state that he signs the checks.
Yes.
So you know he carries the
Ladies and
briefcase.
gentlemen, it is our three-way dance to determine the number one contender for the UCW Television Championship. First making his way to the ring from X marks the spot, weighing 260 pounds. He is the hitman for hire, Mr. Grimm.
Here we go, Stan. Mr.
You know what?
Grimm.
Grimm had an opportunity against Ethan Cross at the Big O Boogie.
Yes.
Could have won the television championship there. This is an opportunity for him to really redemption.
Yes.
Here comes the hitman for hire.
And let me go on record. Oh, funny, there's a briefcase. But we won't bring that up. We won't bring that up. Mr. Grimm, next to Tremor, is perhaps the scariest dude in UCW right now.
I wouldn't want to stand across from him in the ring, that's for sure. Looking at what he's bringing right now, I mean, they just talked about this. A briefcase in hand. Is it possible that Mr. Grimm had something to do with Outlaw Inc.?
I won't speculate. But how can you pin this on Mr. Dupont when we clearly see there are multiple reasons?
You know what? There's something to be said for it. Hey, here comes Sicend, successful at the Big O Boogie, coming out now for his opportunity at the television championship in winning this triple threat, if he can win this triple threat.
Yes.
And that's a big if, because you've got Grimm in the ring, and you've also got Mr. MV Young, who'll be out in just a moment.
I mean, we should note that Sicend is on the rise. He has a great, tremendous year. He's won tournament upon tournaments. He is currently a champion twice over. I mean, how can you go wrong?
He's got a lot to prove. I mean, he's come from a tag team kind of area. He's very good in a tag team scenario. Riot City's most wanted. But as you stated, tournaments, championships, all on an individual basis. And this is his chance tonight to really step up.
Right.
And that music can only mean one man. Here comes MV Young. And here's a young upstart. Got an opportunity here tonight to really step into UCW on the right foot and get a television championship title shot.
Well, look at this. He is trying to get a hand from the crowd, and they just won't do it for him.
They didn't buy in.
He's well put together, pretty good physique. And
you got to know, Ethan Cross and Humphrey Dupont are watching this match with bated breath. They are ready to see who their next challenger is going to be. Referee rings the bell.
Starting off fast in a hurry.
Goodness gracious. Sicend is out. Another bicycle kick to Mr. Grimm. Grimm, duck down. Throws for the clothesline and ducks. Leapfrog. Wow, look at the agility. 260 pounds being able to move like that.
It's impressive. I mean, as it stands right now, he may be the odds-on favorite for tonight.
You know, I would have. Well, look at what we have here.
Yeah, look what you have here. Like the greatest break of your
Are
night.
you kidding
Stan,
me?
I'm going to take a break.
Yeah, you take a break.
What's going on here?
We're here to spike your ratings, Grubb.
Not that we couldn't use the help, but
You just got the UCW Television Champion sitting right beside you. The greatest manager in all of wrestling sitting on your other side. Your horoscope must have been very good, Stan Grubb.
I don't buy into that bunk. But welcome, Mr. Television Champion.
Thank you. You know, got to stick the other man out of here, you know. Always got to stick him out.
All right, who's it going to be? Who do you want to face?
Oh, I don't care.
Hey, Champ, turn your mic up. There's a little... while he's fixing his mic, I'm going to tell you who we want to face. Whoever comes out of this match victorious will be no match for Ethan Cross. It doesn't matter, truthfully. But, Champ, tell him do you have a preference?
I don't have no preference, man. I don't care who wins. I face anybody. Big, small, medium, tall. I don't care.
Yep. See if you get that volume up a little bit, Champ. I want these people to hear your message. You got an important message.
Like I say, man.
There you go.
I don't care who wins. I don't care if they're tall, small, medium. I don't care. I fight anybody.
Let's be real. I mean, how many times have we beaten Mr. Grimm in the last 2 years?
So many times I can't even count.
So I don't think he should even be in this match? First place.
For some reason, he's in it.
It's the gift that keeps giving. Title shot after title shot. I don't get it.
I know. You're supposed to go in the back of the line.
Exactly.
When you lose.
Stan, you know what it's like to be sent to the back of the line, right?
Why's it got to be me?
I don't like your attitude. Hey, Champ, let's go up and take a good view of this, man.
I bet.
I don't like his attitude.
Well, wait a minute.
I'm gone.
Oh, well, there they go. The television champion, Humphrey Dupont, making their way, I guess, to the ring now.
We're going to go get a good look.
Well, they're going to have a hard time calling this one from behind the curtain. Jeez. Well, thanks for joining us, guys.
Wow.
Way to leave me hanging.
What? I had to take a potty break.
I mean, Sicend in the ring with Mr. Grimm and MV Young, the television champion, and Humphrey Dupont. So much action to call here at Defiance. This is an exciting night.
Listen, I'm glad you called him the television champion. He's the guy right now. There's no world heavyweight champion. There's no champion. He's the guy. You should pay him some respect, Stan.
Here's the thing. MV Young needs this tonight. This is his first shot in UCW, and he's got to take full advantage. Mr. Grimm, if he wants to stay and he wants to get the title, he's going to have to really step up. And where is Sicend? Sicend outside the ring, unfortunately, has been pushed outside more than he's been in.
Hey, that's the way to do it in a triple threat match.
Forearm shot. Ducks down. Wow, Uranagi into a backbreaker.
Oh, what a tackle.
Goodness.
What a tackle.
Can you believe that? The impact. Mr. Grimm, 260 pounds. No man should be able to move that way that fast at that size.
He's dangerous. Dangerous. I told you. Next to Tremor, he may be the worst one to hear. You don't want to deal with him.
MV Young goes for a lariat. Ducks down into a German suplex.
Ooh.
Wow. Impact fully felt on the shoulders in the back of the neck.
I believe Mr. Grimm has changed the momentum of this entire match.
And now he's calling in the contract. Whoa. MV Young looking to get in for the sleeper, but no. He's now on the shoulders of Mr. Grimm. What's going to happen next here? Oh! That was amazing.
Mr. Grimm has called it.
Boom! Knee to the face.
But Sicend's creeping back in the ring there, Stan.
Awfully close to the rope. Sicend breaking up the count. And Humphrey Dupont, Ethan Cross on the outside looking on, wondering who is their next challenger going to be. And Ethan Cross says he doesn't care. He doesn't care who it's going to be.
I mean, have you seen him? Nobody mean mugs like Mr. Cross. And it's Mr. Cross.
The TV champion.
The TV champ, correct. You should get
Grimm
that
running
right.
Into the rope. Oh! Nice sling blade from the rope. Sicend is down. MV Young on the outside. Grimm is in control here. But if he wants to stay, hey, what's going on here? Get him down from there.
He's gainfully employed by UCW. He's okay.
No purpose in being out there. Oh, and there goes Grimm, tossed to the outside. And now it's Young and Sicend.
Here we go. Oh.
Sicend with the duck down and a roll-up. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, a
and we've got
3 count.
Number one
Sicend
contender.
with the roll-up.
Wow. Sicend. Oh, MV Young laying the feet down. Oh, wait a minute.
Oh.
Hey, you can't do that. What the?
Another briefcase.
This is ridiculous. Humphrey Dupont, Ethan Cross, MV Young, putting the boots to Sicend.
Listen, Mr. Dupont has a plan. It's coming to fruition right here, right now. And you just get to watch.
Look at this. Grimm coming in to make the save. Wow. Man, I can't believe
Grimm
this.
with the big save.
Dupont, MV Young, and Ethan Cross, the television champion. After Sicend winning his chance at the television title.
Well, the question should be, has Mr. Dupont found a second to add to the family?
It would certainly appear so. The family has increased by 1.
Very dangerous.
Well, one more man to help keep food on Mr. Dupont's table, I would guess. Wow. You know, it's kind of sad because Ethan Cross and Humphrey DuPont taking away from a really big victory.
All I know is this is the second time that Cross and Grimm have crossed paths, and Cross has got the better of Mr. Grimm.
So we're 3 away, okay.
Wow. New number 1 contender for the television championship. Hitman for Hire he's got to be seething right now.
Yeah, Hitman for Hire 0-20 against Ethan Cross.
How do you explain getting involved? You don't have any reason to be out there.
What are you talking about?
I didn't see it.
I'm talking about that. I'm talking.
We stood right there and didn't do anything but watch.
So that wasn't you on the apron?
No.
No. Okay.
I was dealing with the hangnail stand. I didn't see any of that.
Those can be very irritating.
Correct.
You know what's funny is that KR dude has a jacket very similar to mine tonight, so maybe.
Yeah, but you're taller than me.
That's true, with no lifts.
That's right. That's right. Well, here we go. Next up tonight, Ron Holiday.
He's a rock star in his own mind. Let's be honest, guys.
Yeah, but you know what? His ego combined with the tools that he brings to the table, he can get it done.
Dude, I've seen Ron Holiday beat many a man. This guy's no joke in the ring.
Now, unfortunately for Ron Holiday, he took on Tremor last time at Big O Boogie.
That's unfortunate for anybody.
Whoa.
Now, I believe Mr. Holiday's motto is every day's a holiday for him.
And it is. Ladies, the best food, victories in the ring. I mean, what? It's a charm life, let's be honest.
I got to give him credit. He had a lot of ladies asking for his number in orange.
It's the man bun.
You got it. It's got to be the man bun. I never would have guessed.
You should go home and put one together.
I can do that. It'll only take me about 5 years.
Maybe Brian will lend you a little patch.
Thanks, buddy.
Yeah, that ain't going to happen.
That's what friends are for.
And his opponent from Yorktown, Virginia, weighing 205 pounds, Joe King.
Well, as they say, long live the king.
But with this guy, appearances are not everything. I mean, he looks like a tow truck driver, but he's been wrestling for a long time. Got an impressive win streak going on. Let's see if he'll continue it tonight.
One thing you got to keep aware of, what Joe King brings to the table is, he calls it the killing joke, and it's basically a stunner, and it will drop you from anywhere.
I got Ron Holiday in this match. I don't know what you guys are thinking about. Give me Ron Holiday.
Ron Holiday. Brian, what do you think? Holiday?
I'm going to have to go with Holiday. I think tonight is the holiday of the win.
The king gets crowned tonight, baby.
I got to say the king reigns supreme. Oh.
I mean, you can just look at the difference. Look at Mr. Holiday compared to King.
You know, he's got a body, but can he work? Can he wrestle? Can he go?
We saw him in orange. You know he can go.
He kind of lost his Tremor.
Hey.
Again, Tremor's a special case. I mean, would you like to try your hand with it, Mr. Grubb?
Oh, no.
I'm sure he's got free time.
I'm good.
Hey, I got cash in pocket, too.
Yeah, I'll give him like a $2 bill or something.
Now, Joe King, as you said, what do you say about the way this guy looks? He's kind of a John Q. Public, you know?
All right, well, looking like a Terry Funk or a Dusty Rhodes. Not the greatest physiques and some of the greatest wrestlers ever. Joe King's been around for a long time. Experience-wise, he's got Holiday. I think what Holiday's got going on is his arrows pointing up, and King may have plateaued. We'll find out, but I really like the way Ron Holiday's career is taking off.
Get this guy in the ring. Come on.
Not just anybody can slide in the ring and slide out in one fluid motion like
especially on a holiday. I mean, give the guy some credit.
I mean, looking at these two, here's a collar and elbow. Nice. Swift knee to the gut. Arm takeover. Look at that. As he cinches in, he's putting that pressure on the elbow and the shoulder.
So this is a guy that's got a fine amateur background, great professional. And if the rules need a little adjusting, he can do that too. And that's something I like a lot. Swing and a miss.
Oh, nice leaping clothesline. Waiting in the wings. Elbow to the top of the head. Look at this. And for a guy that wouldn't look like it, Joe King is in control.
Why does he not look like it? I'll be interested to hear your reasoning on that so I can tell him.
The description that I would say fits him most is your everyday average man.
Everyday trucker.
Hey, tow truck driver.
Did you just call him a mother trucker?
No, I would never do that.
Oh, my gosh.
He's a king. He's royalty.
You're a mother trucking right.
Whoa. Watch it, man.
Hey. PG-13.
That's right.
I think I got it all the way up to 11 there.
Oh, he's got him by the bun. Not the man bun.
No, not the bun.
Oh.
Drape across the ropes there, changes it. Holiday's back in.
Wasting time. You got to get in there.
You're right. Stan Grubb, you got one right.
Broken clock gets whatever.
The anti-Cal Ripken streak is over.
Woo! Iron Man of Cole takes.
There we go.
What?
Get him off. That's a legal choke on the
taking
rope.
a breather. It's
He's
King's
got the
job to
five.
get his butt up.
Well, he's got to get back in this fight if he wants to come away victorious tonight.
The Holiday slowly and methodically wearing him down.
This could be an example. Is the conditioning for Joe King just not up to par?
Yep, I think you make a valid point.
Oh, a back scratch.
Well, if you're going to stand in a corner with your back to somebody, pretty much something's going to happen to you. You might even get a tattoo. He probably got those tattoos the same way. Just hanging out, somebody just slapped one on him 3 times.
Oh. Going from the rope to rope. No, King takes it. Ooh, what a stiff shot with the knee. Arm drag takeover, drops the leg, maintains control of the arm.
The old Anderson brother technique, working a part of the body. Smart move. Thank you, sir.
Now, King's just getting control and keeping it is really the key, but he's got to be able to step it up. Nice clothesline.
See, I guess unlike Holiday, there's no wasted motion with King.
Right.
He's not letting him get up. He's just taking it to him. And
Wow.
there it is.
With a power slam, Joe King.
Stan Grubb was right.
I know, man, it happens. It's kind of scary. Gets a little weird sometimes, but I'll dig it. I'll take it.
Wow,
Even
there
the
must be an
squirrel
eclipse
gets
coming
a
tonight,
nut
Brian.
sometimes.
Congrats.
Broken
That's a
clock
big
is-
win for Joe King. Ron Holiday, man, that's 2 in a row here.
Man.
UCW.
Defiance. UCW right here at the Sterling, Virginia, Michael & Son Sportsplex. Joe King victorious over Ron Holiday.
And remember, we're brought to you by the good people at Geico. They can save you money. They've saved Humphrey J money. They ought to save Stan and Brian some money, too. Come on back at Defiance.
So real quick, do you think the win puts him in line for Mr. Cross?
No, please. He
Well, here's
needs.
the thing.
I mean, your work your way up. Is that a step in the right direction? Absolutely. But does he have a long road to travel? Absolutely. I mean, you just saw 3 guys fight it out, and to get in that match, those guys had to earn it. So now Joe King's taking his first step to getting himself in a similar position.
Yeah, well, 2-0 since UCW making a triumphant return.
Man, that's
a hell of
awesome.
a way to start.
It's a lot better than Ron's record at this point.
So, folks, here comes Mr. Lawson.
Here comes Andy Griffith.
Oh, that's not nice.
All right, here comes here comes Goober.
Goober.
Hey, man.
All right.
Looks like he smells something bad.
You have
It's probably Ronnie.
at this time. Little bit later tonight in our main event
taking on the Juggernaut tonight.
Yeah, filling in for Bill Coyer, who had a last-minute reason for not being here, unfortunately. But I'll tell you what, Maestro, the Stro, the Papa, great fill-in. I mean, he deserves to be here.
Now, we should make note that this is the Maestro from WCW.
Yes, sir.
Very long career, very accomplished. So the Juggernaut now has a very tough task ahead of him.
I'll tell you, I've got good history with both these guys. Stro and I, we battled for about the last year, 2016. I kidnapped Dorothy, and well, actually, she was kind of flirting with me, so it's a long story.
Oh.
But anyway, that led to one thing and another. And then Juggernaut, in February of this year, probably hit me with the hardest punch I've ever been hit in 27 years of wrestling, and that's legit. And by the way, no glass jaw here.
Wait a minute. Former WCW superstar, known the world over, ladies and gentlemen, Papa Stro, making his way to the ring with a baby carriage?
It's Dorothy. Dorothy's in there.
Dorothy.
His little Dorothy.
Oh, my goodness. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a sight to see if you've never seen Dorothy before. Let me just tell you.
You know, and the other thing is like there's a new alliance, semi-alliance with the Hounds of Hades and Stro. What do you guys know about that?
Everything's alleged until it's proven.
Yep.
Hounds of Hades ready for their opportunity tonight to try to become UCW Tag Team Champions. Aligning with the Stro only serves to help them. And it looks like he wants to be world champion. UCW world champion.
I feel like I need a shower already just the way you're looking at me. Don't look at me with those eyes, all right?
Get the sunflower seeds out of your mouth.
Really?
Main event status for you to be sure and you earned it. Yeah, I know her eyes too.
Dude, I got to change. It's Ernest T. Bass. He's gonna throw a rock at the Stro.
My goodness. Oh,
That laugh's not a good thing.
that is a sinister laugh.
Yeah.
My children.
Now, I don't know what dark path he went down in the last few years from WCW, but this is dark.
This is not the Maestro that you may have seen before.
He was
This
a
is the
vibrant, blonde-haired guy.
Yeah.
Now you're looking at a guy, sullen, dark hair, veil, all black, goth.
Where's the piano? I'm confused. I feel
You
like I
think he's going to come just give you some private concert, Grubb? Please.
I think I could, use a private concert.
I think there's a show coming to the Coliseum. Elton John's opening up for the Stro.
The Rocket Man.
Yeah, the Rocket Man, the other Rocket Man. There's a couple now.
Well, yeah, you got to be careful with that. FCC won't let us be.
Hey, that's my line.
Dude, I wouldn't get anywhere near Dorothy.
Great. You get the treasure. You get pleasure. You must give out pain.
Wow.
Juggernaut, you will.
So, Mr. DuPont, give us the lowdown on Dorothy, was it?
Dorothy is his little girl. She's kind of creepy. But in another time, in another area, he was celebrating a victory a little bit too much. So I went over there and picked up on her flirting. And next thing you know, she comes home with Humphrey J.
Can I
Spent
be
the
honest?
Christmas holidays.
There's something a little creepy about Dorothy flirting with you.
Yes.
That is scaring you a little bit?
Dude, I'm Humphrey J. Dupont. Please.
Exactly. So that's why I asked if it scared you.
I got to satisfy all the ladies. Short, tall, big, wide. Leave them with a smile.
Just threw up in my mouth a little bit. Thank you.
My pleasure.
Ugh. What in the world? Dude, I would not want to be opposite Juggernaut on this.
I'm not even sure if we're allowed to show this on TV. This is just creepy.
This is scary. This is some terrifying stuff.
My children.
Whoa.
There you have it.
Yeah.
And look at this one kid right up front. He's
He's
probably going to
terrifying.
have nightmares for years.
He scared that young man. Look, he just ran to his dad.
Papa Stro!
Look at Ernest T. He's taking a little ways away too. He's scared.
Don't touch. Whoa, whoa. You don't want to do that. Look, sometimes people get it coming, but no, don't do it.
I hope she didn't transmit a disease to him.
Ew. I think he's transmitting something, and it's creepy. Wow. Well, this is definitely a darker, more sinister Stro.
Oh, look, there's Dorothy.
Oh, I'm not ready for that. Dear Lord.
I mean, he should prepare us for that.
I'm going to need therapy from that.
I spent the Christmas season with her. Come on.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you put her under or behind the tree?
She was on the tree. She hung from the tree.
Yeah.
She did a lot of things. Go look at the 12 Days of Christmas with Dorothy. It's a good thing.
Something about that sounds bad.
Ladies and gentlemen, our next match is a #1 contenders match for the UCW Tag Team Championship.
Well, here we go. Hounds of Hades and Cheap Thrillz. Great opportunity for two very talented tag teams. Brian, this is your chance. Who do you pick? You got the rock and roll duo of Cheap Thrillz. You've got the Hounds of Hades, who, with their alliance with Stro.
Listen, I'm not into rock and roll. I'm into heavy metal. So I'm going with the Hounds of Hades.
Well, and judging from the sound of the dragging chains, I'm guessing the Hounds of Hades are not far behind. And here they come. Folks, this is a phenomenal evening right here at the Michael & Son Sportsplex here, UCW Defiance. #1 contender shot right now for the UCW Tag Titles. Here they come, the Hounds of Hades.
Oh, and here comes the Maestro coming back to ringside.
We're not ready to see that again. Put Dorothy away. Come on, that's scary. Jeez. How can you get a close-up shot of that? That's just, wow. Ooh. You know, between Tremor and Stro, I don't think I'll ever get a good night's sleep again. Good Lord.
Well, if I had to go down a dark alley, I think I want them guys.
Yeah, I can't argue with you. But from grime and grit to flash and flare, Cheap Thrillz, Jimmy Flame, Matt Sex Sells, got an opportunity here to take on Noise Pollution. Noise Pollution could care less who they take on this evening.
Yeah, there's no doubt. Those guys fear nobody, and I'm sure they'll be watching this match closely like Ethan and I did earlier. But they'll be ready for you that comes out of this match victorious. The one thing I will say, the wild card, and this is obviously Papa Stro. I mean, almost using a free bird kind of thing, you know. That third guy is hard to account for when you only got two.
Well, I guess in this case it would be almost like a horseman with Dorothy.
Yep.
Here they come.
Oh.
Fresh from Spotify, it is Cheap Thrillz. Jimmy Flame, Matt Sex Sells. These guys, look at this. The crowd loves them. They love the people back. This is their shot, their opportunity tonight.
Yep, they're coming off their big #1 hit. We're both still virgins. And so yeah, they're on a big high right now.
Wow. Both still virgins, really.
Yep. They both wrote it too together, kind of like a Lennon McCartney thing.
And you know, I think I just read earlier that's the #1 single in Bolivia right now.
It is. God, you know your stuff, Brian. You need to start tutoring Grubb between shows.
Oh,
there's nothing you can do.
Clearly, I need the tutoring. Look at that jacket on Matt. That's a great looking coat. I want one like that.
It's really hard to believe they're both virgins.
Oh my God.
Nice too.
Hey,
you know, I'm taking Hounds of Hades, no question.
How do you turn your back on Cheap Thrillz? I mean, these guys, they got it. They have that it factor. Of course, Matt Sex Sells, known the world over. Jimmy Flame, very popular in the Southeast and the East Coast. Hounds of Hades, not afraid of anyone.
Listen, I think they're just keeping the mullet alive, like the great bands of the 80s.
Hey, it's a tough job.
I think that thing the one guy's got is a skillet. Like there's,
Skull it?
Yeah, skull it. That's it.
Skull it.
And then the other one kind of looks like Rip Rogers, the
careful.
Ric Flair blonde one.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you know what he does?
Yeah.
The Hustler is in the house. Wow.
Yeah, there you go.
Look
Dang,
at
gone.
that.
You got another one, Grubb.
Every now and again, get one right.
I think it's Brian 102, Stan 3.
Yeah.
There we go.
I mean,
Slowly
you're
but
closing
surely
the gap.
making my way. Closing the gap. This is going to be a tough job for the referee. How to contain all this action.
You know, for all the experience of Cheap Thrills, though, to ask the crowd what corner they want them to stand on, that's kind of immature-ish.
I was waiting for you to complete your sentence. I like that.
It's interactive. It's interactive. They want to know that the fans are there for them, and they want the fans to know they're there for them too.
And his shirt, his singlet says 6, and then on the back it says sells.
It
Pretty
sure
sure
does.
that guy doesn't know.
Wow. Well, I'll make sure I tell them. 37 years experience between the two of them. Cheap Thrills, no rookie.
Oh, I understand that, but it doesn't mean that sex sells when you've got to skull it.
Only in
Here we
the
go.
trailer park.
There's a
Look
big
at this.
match right here, guys.
Kind of jockeying for position, trying to get a good feel for the other.
Working the arm. That's good tag team work right there.
Other part would be to cut the ring off. Oh! Nicely done, dropping the knee on the arm.
You know, the key thing for Cheap Thrills, they got to avoid the Hell's Bells. That's the Hounds of Hades, big finisher. And, if they can avoid that, they got a good chance. But they're, like you said, they're veteran ring commander, and I think they can pull this off.
You got two definitive difference of styles.
No doubt.
You got two guys that are ready to mix it up and throw hands. And you got another set of guys that are technically sound.
Yeah, and can dance to Macho Man. Probably
Not everyone
right
can
now.
do that.
Right now.
That's a tough job.
You
Here
can
we
definitely
go.
see the experience, though, with the quick tags.
I'm with you. Yep. That's just veteran. That's a veteran team.
Another, just bringing that arm and shoulder down. Keep
Remi-
control. Never let
Reminiscent
go.
of the Andersons.
Right,
Pick a
very
body
much so.
part and work it.
Very much so.
Good tag.
That's a mistake. You should not let go.
Nope, exactly.
Good hip toss. Another quick tag. Keeping
And-
the fresh man in.
And giving you kudos. If he had tied that arm up, there would have been no hip toss.
Look at that double hip toss into an elbow.
A double team move.
Great
Good
teamwork.
tandem offense. With a flash and flare from Jimmy Flame. He's on fire, that man.
I'm not sure if Noise Pollution is watching this, but if Cheap Thrills pulls this off, it could be a spectacular tag team match for that title.
I think if either team wins, it's going to be a heck of a match. But again, it's early. I think the Hounds of Hades haven't gotten their feet, firmly planted yet, but they'll get their groove here.
They're going to have to, because right now they've got the ring cut in half. And, well, there you go. Hounds of Hades tagging out. Again, fresh man in the ring is the key.
But if you notice, he's still favoring that left arm.
Yep,
When he got
right back
tagged
on it.
in.
Yep. This is how to get the job done right here. You keep him on your side of the ring. You stay in control. You keep the fresh man in, and you don't let the other guy breathe.
That's
showing it for the ladies.
That is disgusting.
Is it disgusting for you, or are you just jealous you didn't do it?
I promise you, it's disgusting.
Oh! That's
This makes
4,
the Bronco
5,
Buster
6.
look tame.
Wow.
Oh, into a pin.
And,
And a kick
wow.
out.
That's a face full of mat at least 6 times.
It's this kind of pandering stuff that does not equate to victories. They got a guy beat up. You're in there dancing like you're on Dancing with the Stars. And meanwhile, your guy's recovering.
Oh, wait a minute. Not for long. Jimmy Flame and Matt Sells out to the ring, putting Hounds of Hades back on the ground. Wow. And the crowd here in Sterling are loving Cheap Thrills.
I'm going to have to say, I don't think the Hounds have been on track since the very beginning.
Yep, you're right.
And for having the Stro in their corner, it's a question as to if he's effective.
Oh, I don't think
Wow.
the Stro's fully exercised his right to participate in this match yet. I have a funny feeling he'll play a role in this thing.
Yeah, more like an exorcism. Man's not quite right. Oh!
Oh,
That's
Stiff
good
shot to the
teamwork.
back of the head. Wait a minute. Throw it on the top. Referee with the distraction, unfortunately.
Nice.
And
Nice side.
Stan, you got to point out that once Stro stood up, gave him some direction, they've turned it around.
He raised his arms, and it seemed like almost telepathic.
And backs him up into the corner, now maintaining control. Good tag team wrestling from both guys, both teams.
Yeah, it's kind of been
Here comes the axe and smash.
two halves. You know, the
Right.
first half of the match, the Hounds were on their heels, and now they seem to be taking it to
Ooh.
the good guys of Cheap Thrillz.
Now, if Matt Sells wants to get back into this matchup, he's got to make a tag and he's got to keep it fast. Ooh, diving lariat. Look at that. That's a sign of a true competitor right there. Pulling both legs up.
Yep.
Trying to keep the shoulders back.
It's amazing how many guys don't cover the leg.
Drives me nuts.
It drives me crazy.
That is a personal pet peeve.
And you'll see so many 2 counts where it could have been 3, and then the guy who was going to get pinned ends up winning.
Absolutely.
All off lazy and not dotting your I's and crossing your T's.
Oh, I believe Dorothy is now at ringside.
Wait, what?
Yep, Papa's
Oh.
talking to her.
Put her back. Oh, wait a minute.
Oh,
Nice vertical.
Oh! Modified gourd buster. Here we go. That
Lucky to
is
kick out
the
there.
Ascension into Hades.
yes.
Devastating gourd buster, double gourd buster by the Hounds of Hades.
I would not be surprised to see Papa get involved here, like right on cue.
Look at this. You gotta stay away from him. That's not going to work to your favor. Come on, get him off the rope.
Listen, he's counting. He's doing his job.
There you go.
And there you go. There's the Stro getting
I've
involved.
never understood guys doing that, though. That's not fair. What are you looking at?
What's
He
not
gave me a
fair?
funny look. You know, just interfering from the outside. It's just not good sportsmanship.
Were you here a couple matches ago? Did you miss that part?
No, I stepped out for a little bit. What happened?
Wow. Dupont, you are a piece of work, buddy.
Hey,
Piece of
you
what?
don't besmirch his name like that.
Oh, all right.
I love it,
apologize.
man. God,
I apologize.
I've definitely got a favorite out of the corner-to-corner crew. And his
Look at
name's
this.
not Stan Grubb.
Wow.
His
High
name's
angle. Boom. Drives him into the mat.
These guys have taken over, man.
They have. They really have turned the tables here.
And again, thanks to the influence of the Stro.
Oh!
Oh, beautiful.
Nice diving back senton.
Telling you, if he doesn't make a tag soon, this thing's over.
Absolutely.
He's hanging on for dear life.
Quick question would be for Jimmy Flame. Why isn't he getting involved? That's his partner in there.
You know, I agree with you, but I think at some degree right now he's doing what he can and trying to get the crowd to get this guy a little spurge. But I don't know if crowd energy is going to be enough.
Hey, I got to point out, these guys known not just for their wrestling. Cheap Thrillz is actually known for their music. Not necessarily the hit you said, but big hits on Spotify is what I'm told.
Yeah, I was just bringing up their most recent hit.
Oh, okay. Maybe I'm just backlogging the catalog of hits. Oh, right into the turnbuckle. Not where you want to be. Come on, get him out of there, ref.
No, he's got the 5. Let's remember that, Stan.
Jimmy Flame.
Refs losing control.
Jimmy Flame not helping his partner here. Oh!
Oh.
Was that through the throat? Oh, my goodness.
That was right on the chest, right in the pectorals.
You can crush the sternum that way.
Yep.
Impact of that hit. Grabbing the hair, that's not legal. Got him on the rope. Wait a moment.
Is this Hell's Bells?
Wait, no, it's not. Matt Sells. Oh, wow.
This is his chance, man. He's got a long way to get home, but he's got to figure it out.
Hitting
Stop.
the R&R.
Whatever he's doing right now is not going to get it done.
That should be illegal.
Oh, my God. Is the ring expecting?
If it wasn't before, it may be now.
It-
After hitting the R and RKO Matt Sells has a chance. You've got the tag, Jimmy Flame.
That ref should have thrown a red card or something. Technical, anything.
A condom?
And we got the tag.
Oh! Jimmy Flame in House of
Clothesline.
Fire. Wait a minute. Jimmy Flame is indeed a House of Fire. But wait a minute. Oh, nice Samoan drop. Ooh, puts the boots to him.
Quick pin.
He's got to get this done on his own because his partner's toast. So he knows he's got limited time, and he's got to let it all hang out.
Don't point. Just keep going.
He telegraphed that.
Yeah.
This is going to be hell's bells.
Boom!
Boom.
Super kick into the flapjack. Ladies and gentlemen, Hell's Bells has arrived.
And guess what? In the end of Cheap, no.
Oh,
got the
wow.
rope. And he's got the rope.
That is veteran ring awareness.
Yep, these guys
Knowing where
don't
you
want to
are.
give up this shot at the number one contendership.
Ooh.
These opportunities don't come often.
Low bridge.
They're trying to dig deep in the well.
Wait a moment. Here we go. Unbelievable. Wait a minute.
Oh, man.
And the neck breaker.
Nice
Good
double
Great
grief.
teamwork.
Wow. And ladies and gentlemen,
Holy
that
moly.
is amazing. New number one contender for the Ultimate Championship Wrestling Tag Team titles.
I am in shock.
Look,
Cannot
that-
believe what
Wow.
just transpired here at the Dulles Sportsplex. We got number one contenders, and they're not who I thought they were going to be.
What an amazing finish.
Brian, did you see that coming?
No, I did not, but I guess experience won out in the end.
Applause. Applause.
Listen,
to the
no.
new number
We're
one
supposed to
contenders.
be impartial.
Boo.
Don't clap.
I can appreciate.
I am not impartial. Boo.
He says boo. Boo these men.
Guys, I got things to do. I'll see y'all.
Oh,
Thank you,
well,
Mr.
I guess
DeFont.
he's too good for us now. Well, thank you, sir.
Hey, not just now.
Hey,
Not just now.
up
Thanks,
next
buddy.
is the television championship match.
It'll get better.
Thanks.
So again,
Ladies and
Stan, we
gentlemen.
have the television title match coming up next. Hiro Morimoto versus Mr. Ethan
Then Cross.
Cross.
Yeah, it's a tough championship challenge. Hiro looking very ready today. What is this? What are these guys doing? You can't do that. He's throwing stuff at people, throwing stuff at the fans.
It's like throwing candy at a fireman's parade.
Got to be careful.
That's all he's doing.
The Hounds of Hades looking dejected as they come away unsuccessful in their bid for a tag team title shot. And you're right, we're heading into the television championship, one of 3 title matches here at UCW Defiance, the first UCW Defiance at the Michael and Son Sportsplex.
Next match is for the UCW Television Championship.
There's an echo in here. We just said that. How about that?
His way to the ring
Yep.
from the
So,
land of the rising sun.
We got Mr. Cross,
Right.
who is the key person
Morimoto.
for Mr. DuPont as it stands right now.
And it would appear that Mr. DuPont's family is going to be growing. I mean, we already wonder if he had anything to do with Outlaw Inc. But now, wow, look at this man. The challenger for the television championship, Hiro Morimoto. I talked to him a little earlier today, a little limited in some of what he could convey. His communication is improving. It's a guy that moved from Japan to the United States training in the Ohio area, out in the Ohio Valley. Wanted to train with the best, is what he explained to me. So he went to the Midwest to cut his teeth.
Listen, on another note, though, I'm told that he may have been hand-picked by Mr. DeVoir to come in here to take on the DuPont.
Well, here's the thing. Ethan Cross is a tremendous talent. He is a hell of a champion. You need top-tier talent to challenge for the TV title.
But to be hand-picked, Stan.
Well, I guess we're going to find out because guess who's coming out right now?
Mr.
Ethan
Cross.
Cross, the television champion.
You know, we need to talk to the announcer to make sure from this
That he
point
says
forward
Mr.
it's
Ethan Cross.
Mr. Ethan Cross.
He's led to the ring by Humphrey
I mean,
J
look at him.
Dupont
He is
IV.
a physical specimen unlike anybody else.
Look at this Humphrey DuPont with his $1.99 shades.
Don't you do it. Don't you do it.
When he here, I'll be quiet. When he leave, I'll be
Oh,
talking
you
to
can
you.
talk? Yeah.
Mr.
Listen.
Cross, the TV champion, Hiro Morimoto, standing, waiting for the television champion.
I mean, this has potential to be the match of the night based on the competitors.
Well, Big O Boogie in orange, where Mr. Cross defeated Mr. Grimm. Ah, look at that. Battle of the Misters. Anyway, Mr. Cross beats Mr. Grimm handedly, becoming TV champion, and I think we all agreed that it was the match of the night.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. And again, as of right now, this is the guy that runs UCW.
Until there's a world champion. Whoa, look at this. Again, getting in the face of the ladies. Can't be doing that.
She looks like she wants to cross over.
Maybe she's a Cross fan?
I mean,
Wow.
there's nothing wrong.
Hey, everybody wants to be near the champ. I can't deny that. So Hiro Morimoto ready for his opportunity to become television champion. Ethan Cross, look at that sign of respect. He wipes his feet before he gets in the ring.
All right,
Referee
here we
Mike
go.
D is ready for the television title matchup. Fans are ready. We're here at the Michael and Son Sportsplex here in Sterling, Virginia. Ultimate Championship Wrestling Defiance.
And we are kicking it off right here, right now. It's about to go into overdrive.
You know, we don't know a whole lot about the handpicked opponent, Hiro Morimoto. And we do know that he was handpicked. He was chosen, and we do know that. He was chosen by Mr. DeVore. But reason he was chosen, could it well be that he wants to see Humphrey Dupont taken down a notch? And thus, Ethan Cross.
Well, again, it's been a long-standing history between the two. Okay? Mr. DeVore cannot stand for DuPont to rise. So he's going to do everything he can to stop DuPont from getting momentum and taking over UCW.
There's the bell. We are ready for more wrestling action right here at UCW Defiance. Morimoto and Ethan Cross for the TV title.
Here we go with the lockup, collar and elbow, into a headlock. Oh,
Maintaining a nice center of control.
he is squeezing that.
Look at that. Now, Ethan Cross is a cagey veteran. He knows his way around this ring. You cannot sell this man short.
That's why he's TV champ.
And he can't argue with that. He's had a lot of success in a very short amount of time. But you can't argue with the amount of success he's had getting to this point.
Correct. Until a new champ is crowned tonight, he's the number one guy. And you need to understand that.
Did Ethan Cross pull the hair? Why would Ethan Cross pull the hair? Isn't he supposed to be better than that?
Listen, Morimoto's got a lot of hair. Maybe he just got his hand tangled up.
He does have a lot of hair. There's the marker.
There we go.
Wow.
Cross with the headlock now.
Look at these guys. Cross now in control. Look at his biceps as he's muscling into the head.
I'm telling you, he is well bit.
Drops down from a hammerlock into a roll-up. Only a one. Cross retreats for a quick break. Morimoto looking to press the advantage.
You know, this, again, we talked about it earlier. This might be a mistake not going out there to get him.
This is a time in wrestling where you can't afford to take chances. You have got to be ready, and you got to take chances to win.
The old saying goes, you have to beat the champ. He doesn't have to beat you.
And that's exactly what Ethan Cross is aware of. He's taking his time. He's relaxed. He's poised. Morimoto has got to step it up and press the advantage if he wants to win the title.
Here we go with another lockup.
Look at
into
that.
an arm bar.
Very seamless as he ducks down and goes behind. Morimoto is too proud. He's not going to give up.
Into a headlock now.
Oh! Right to the gut. Throws him off into the ropes. Cross doesn't have it.
Oh, into a drop kick. Mr.
Nice
Cross
falling
is
drop
out
kick
of the
from
ring
Morimoto.
again. Mr. Cross apparently has been educated by Mr. Dupont. You see him take, he rolls out, gets his bearings back. Morimoto's the one that needs to press the advantage.
And there again, Morimoto waiting, taking too much time. Ethan Cross is now resting again, getting his energy back. This is the problem. I mean, if you want to be TV champion, you're going to have to step in and take over. But maybe it's all part of Morimoto's plan. Maybe he knows something we don't.
You know, Morimoto is a seasoned veteran himself.
Oh, wow, solid right hand.
The ref checking him.
Yep, there's hands in the hair again.
Oh, that
what a
came
right.
from almost like left field. What a punch. Oh, I'm sorry. Closed fist.
No, that was a punch.
No,
Close fist is a
it was
punch.
close. It might have been
fist
like a semi.
Ah.
Yeah, because that's legal.
Hey, from corner to corner, jives in, and he misses with the shot. Into another drop kick. Nice running drop kick, drops the champ. Now he's getting dragged into the middle of the ring. 1, 2. Not enough. He's going to have to keep it up.
That shows him what he needs to do right there. He pressed the advantage, went for the pin.
And he goes right back after him, putting him into the next corner. From corner to corner again.
And this time successful.
Charging in with the nice little shoulder ram. And here we go.
Now, this, I think, would be closed fist.
Oh, wow. 10 shots? Nope, just 2. Wait a minute, there's 3. Wow. Ethan
The
Cross
ref
needs to get out of
step
this.
in.
Yeah. But hey, what's good for the goose is good for the gander. You got a right hand shot. Oh, that's going to stow anyone.
I know, drop kick.
Wow.
Did you see the height?
Wow. He connected with the side of his head. He's going to need somebody to take a look at him. That's a concussion waiting to happen.
And again,
wow, a 2 count. Man, that's amazing.
No wasted motion with Mr. Cross. Goes right for the pin after the drop kick.
Just
Morimoto
maintaining
kicks
control.
out
Yep.
into a headlock.
And you look at DuPont, I mean, he's there. He's coaching his champion on. And I can only say so much as far as putting these guys down. You have to respect what they're doing. They're maintaining control. Hiro Morimoto had an opportunity, was pushing the advantage, and now, you know, he's going to have to fight to get back into this.
Listen, Mr. DuPont doesn't need you to hop on the bandwagon this late in the night. Okay?
I understand. Just recognizes real. You know what I'm saying?
You're not real, though. Do I need to get him back over here?
No, he's good over there in his $2 shades.
Hey. All right. It's Ethan Cross pressing the advantage here. Seems to have the match in hand at this point. Oh. Throwing him.
You know what? The ring bell guy here, he just told us something good. It's nice and quiet without Mr. DuPont sitting here. He's absolutely right. Hey, I'm sorry I didn't hear that earlier, but you're right.
Hey, listen. Both of you chowderheads just need to pay attention to the match.
I'm watching the match, but he's right. It is kind of peaceful without DuPont over here.
Let's call the action, Stan.
Let's go, Morimoto. Time to take a TV title.
All right. Throwing some nice shots in there. Here we go. Oh!
Nice.
Clotheslined each other.
Charges in. Look at those elbows.
Throwing some stiff elbows into the corner there. Here we go. Whipping them into the ropes.
Oh, spine buster.
Spine buster.
Wow. That is going to leave a mark.
I mean, that just goes to show Mr. Cross's ability. Morimoto threw him into the ropes, and Cross put him in the spine buster.
And you can't argue with that. I mean, with the shot he just delivered with that spine buster and hook in the leg, you can see he's wanting this. He wants to stay champion.
Mm-hmm. Oh, now the crowd.
Look
Who
at
let
this.
the chowderheads in?
Hey, they love Hiro Morimoto.
Most of these guys can't spell Morimoto.
That doesn't matter. I mean, they know they like the guy. That's all that matters. They know what they like.
The fist.
Look at that. Oh! Chopped right across the chest to the throat as well. Another drop kick, this time to the knee. And he still stays in control. Hook in the leg. Ooh. That was close. The champ had better be paying attention.
Calling. Think he's going to try and pick his spot here?
Oh!
Face plant.
Into a nice flatliner.
I don't know, Stan.
This is your chance. You got to make the cover. Wait a minute. And here we go. Here we go. Cheap suit, cheap shades.
Listen, as Cross's advocate, he's got a right to get
this
up on the ring.
This guy has no place up on the apron. Yep. Oh! Wait a minute. Here we go. Wait. This isn't going to be good. Bam!
Oh, super
kick. That's lights out.
That's it.
Good night, Hiro Morimoto. And after the lights
TV
out,
champ stays TV champ.
Can't argue with that. Ladies and gentlemen, Ethan Cross right here.
Mr.
Ethan Cross. That's right. Ethan Cross retains the television championship. Mr. Ethan Cross. Your TV champion right here at Ultimate Championship Wrestling.
Listen, I'm going to go on record that I think Hiro may have somewhere along the way gotten his bell rung because he just tried to throw the powder into a face of a guy wearing sunglasses.
Well, he was distracted clearly. And for this matchup, hey, it just didn't do well for Hiro Morimoto. Ethan Cross hitting the lights out, and that's all she wrote.
And did you see him? I'm done.
Yep, waves him off. And he's on to the next one.
And we have the most poignant moment of the night with the hug.
Get these guys out of here. You know what? I can't argue the talent of Ethan Cross, and nobody needs to see that gross stuff.
Mr. Ethan Cross.
Mister?
Do I need to tattoo it on your forehead?
No, I definitely don't need any tattoos on my forehead.
Do I need him to tattoo it on your forehead?
No, I definitely don't. But hey, TV champion retains Mr. Ethan Cross.
That's it. Showing the crowd what excellence looks like.
Fans are not happy about it.
I don't blame them. Most of this crowd has never achieved what he has achieved.
And Hiro Morimoto, he's got to be a little upset, unhappy with the result of tonight's matchup. Oh,
let's
now
give
who's unbiased?
Hats off to the champ.
Wow.
There you go.
What can you say? TV champion remains
TV
Mr.
champion.
Ethan
Mr.
Cross.
Ethan Cross, correct.
Hey, I can be taught. I can learn.
I know, just like a little puppy.
Crowd showing their appreciation for Mr. Morimoto.
He gave it his all. That's all you can ask for.
Yep, exactly right.
So hopefully we will see him back.
Brian, we got a lot of good action still to come here tonight. Got the tag team championship match. Cheap Thrillz will challenge Noise Pollution. Wait a minute. And here we go. Another interview.
I'd like to introduce to you at this time the other challenger in our main event for the UCW Heavyweight Championship. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Juggernaut!
There you hear it. The fan reaction for who could be the first UCW World Heavyweight Champion. The Juggernaut makes his way to the ring. Brian, a lot of people know that Juggernaut is very experienced on this side of the East Coast. This is a big opportunity for him. Could be major happening for him.
I believe this may be his biggest opportunity to date. That says a lot for that man right there. as far as what he does in the ring.
Talking about his conversation with the Stro and Dorothy. It's a little weird.
First off, Sterling, Virginia, how we doing?
Crowd
Clearly
happy to
has
see
the crowd
Juggernaut.
behind him.
Yep.
I'm very excited to be here. I want to thank anybody who had anything to do with bringing me in here and granting me this opportunity. In terms of Papa Stro, that conversation made me a little uncomfortable watching the back, but like, I have been training, and I have been saying my prayers and eating my vitamins.
Oh.
Tonight, he and I are going to lock horns. One of us is going to walk out the winner.
Well, he's
Listen,
got the right attitude.
I take my vitamins too, and I don't look like that guy.
So what do you get, a sue G&C because you couldn't get ripped like the Juggernaut?
I think so.
Wow.
I should.
You know, I don't, but Mr. DuPont probably does know a good attorney.
I'll have to check that out later. I mean, he is called Juggernaut for a reason.
Look at him. I mean, do you know a wall he can't bust through?
No?
This is a man that serves our country from the United States Navy, holds a black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
Currently serving their country.
That's right.
That man's a patriot.
He is.
He's hoping for the best, and with your support, he's hoping that he's going to have it, and he's hoping at the end of the night, right around that waist,
And I,
will be the new
Brazilian
UCW
Jiu-Jitsu.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Can you imagine somebody of that size putting his foot across your face?
That man, he's got educated hands, educated feet, registered lethal weapons. It's going to be
And
coming
there he
home to
is.
Juggernaut, maybe? Is it Juggernaut, or is it going to be the Stro? You got to pick one. Who's it going to be?
You know, for this one, man, it's tough to call, but I think I'm going to have to go with the Stro.
Man, I don't know. I just don't know.
I mean, again, the stroke goes back to the WCW days. So much experience. Sometimes you just can't beat that.
Good.
All right, Stan, here we go.
Well then, ladies and gentlemen, do you know what time it is? It's time for the Ultimate Championship Wrestling Tag Team Championship. Making their way to the ring here in just a few moments, they are the spotlights of Spotify, the highlights of rock and roll. Jimmy Flame, Matt Sex Sells. Oh, it is Cheap Thrillz. That's not Cheap Thrillz.
Yeah, that's not cheap, though.
There's Cheap
There they
Thrillz.
are.
There they are. I don't know, Brian. I like Noise Pollution. I like Cheap Thrillz. I don't know what to tell you. I'm going to say I think it's going to be Cheap Thrillz.
Hey, listen, we were there in Orange when they won the titles against Outlaw Inc.
Right?
I went against them in Orange, but they sold me, and now I'm going with Noise Pollution.
Now, here's the question. Noise Pollution, fully rested, healthy, ready to go. Not so much with Cheap Thrillz. They took a pounding from the Hounds of Hades.
Yes. But champion's prerogative.
That's true.
And, you know, I'm sure if Rob was here, Rob would be with me on this and go Noise Pollution as well.
I think, to put it in proper perspective, when you have challengers as accomplished and experienced as Cheap Thrillz, it's hard to look past them.
You're correct. But in the last match, the smaller team gave them a run for their money.
Very true.
This
Very
is
true.
a team that stacks up to them in size, speed, everything. So it's an even match. So we're going to find out if experience wins tonight.
And fans, before I forget, be sure to go to JimmyFlame77.com for all your Cheap Thrillz music needs. Of course, iTunes, Spotify, they are everywhere. But here they come, Ultimate Championship Wrestling. Here for Defiance, they're defending the Tag Team Championship. Mad Max Morrison, Rock Richards, Noise Pollution.
Now, I wonder, though, if Cheap Thrillz isn't more worried about the social media stuff. Because if you look at Noise Pollution, they're all game.
These guys are all business. They come here to fight, drink beer, party, and do it all over again tomorrow. Whereas Cheap Thrillz, you got a good point. They're a little bit more concerned about their music. They want to know what the fans are doing. And that can be, not always, but sometimes, a distraction.
I mean, look, the one didn't even take his bandana off.
Hey, he's a fashion statement here.
Well, if he's a fashion statement, I want nothing to do with it.
Now, a couple things a little bit of tail of the tape. You got to stay away from the Chrome Dome of Mad Max Morrison. This man is a legit Chrome Dome. You can try to pound away. It's not going to matter. It's going to take somebody down. Rock Richards. I mean, we saw the social media posts. He catered this event, serving knuckle sandwiches for anybody who's in attendance.
Anybody that wanted it.
That's right. For free. I mean, that's a given guy.
Hey, yeah, I mean, you can't get better than that. I mean, I didn't have a knuckle sandwich.
Well, no, I wasn't
But
really hungry.
he
Yeah,
wanted
right.
everybody. Yes.
Right.
So
It's a tough
here we
call.
go. The champs are getting ready.
A little bit of flash and flare, a little bit of heavy metal. Take your pick. Who do you got?
Ooh. The ultimate battle of rock and roll and heavy metal.
It's a battle of the bands.
Battle of the bands. Here we go.
Noise
Who's
Pollution
gonna
and
win?
Cheap Thrills. And Matt Sells putting the hand out for a handshake. The champ shaking. That's good sportsmanship. You can appreciate that.
I will say, though, both teams seem to know how to accessorize properly. Cheap Thrills in pink. The champs in green and black.
Well, here we go. Rock Richards, Jimmy Flame starting us off. It's going to be a tough battle here. Cheap Thrills is going to have to overcome not just having to take a pounding from Hounds of Hades, but also the very qualified tag team champions in Noise Pollution.
Right. I'm wondering, though, if because of the last match, that's why Sells didn't start the match off.
Could be. I mean, he did take a beating for a majority of that matchup.
There you got to wonder if anything's carrying over.
Somersault. Takes over the arm wringer. And look at this. Maintaining control. Back to what brought him to the dance.
Another quick tag.
That's right.
I mean, listen, I'm going to go on record. Cheap Thrills knows tag team wrestling. I mean, unless you can split the ring, they're going to get their quick tags in, and they're going to be hard to hold down.
Oh, using that Chrome Dome right away, right to the arm. Devastating. And the tag champions showing their advantage. He's taking it nice and slow. Do a hammerlock, down to a headlock.
Let's see if he can keep Mad Max into this for any length of time. Maybe wear him down some.
Look at that. That's a lot of strength to be able to pull yourself out of that situation. Nice headlock takeover. That sells with a leg grapevine right around the throat. Not enough to a choke, not illegal, but keeping the pressure on the chin and the neck.
I wasn't quite sure if he had the arm barred as well with the leg lock, which may have made it a little bit more difficult to get out of.
Wow, I didn't realize until just now. Looks like Matt Sells has a bit of a height advantage on Mad Max Morrison.
Just enough.
Just a hair.
Just a hair, correct. Oh, look at this.
Steps in. Duck under, back to the headlock.
Getting a little fancy early in the match.
Again, folks, you got to wonder the condition of the ribs of Matt Sells after taking the beating that he took at the hands of the Hounds of Hades.
Yeah, if you look at Sells' back, it's awful red. So
I can't really tell between the pink and the red.
Oh, yeah. Look, it's red.
Oh, yeah. It is welted up.
So he clearly took a beating in the last match. And again, I wonder if it's going to come into play. Here we go. Little tag team action. A little.
Champions maintaining control. Look at that. Max knows.
Splitting the ring.
You notice how he puts that elbow down on the shoulder. That's how he maintains control. Push back into the ropes. Matt Sells has got to get something going here. Whoa!
An Irish whip into a hip toss.
Yep.
We got the tag. Freshman in the ring.
A little bit of shucking and jiving.
See, again, this might be a mistake playing to the crowd.
You know, sometimes you got to let the fans know that you're there for them, too. Wait a minute. Oh, and the headbanging. Tag team champions not afraid to show how they get down. Oh.
Referee wisely trying to stay out of the action.
Yeah, this is a tough one. Because it can go any direction at any point. You got to try to keep it in your corner.
All right, we got a tag into Mr. Sells.
I got a question of the wisdom of this. Matt took a beating the last time. And now, there you go. Oh, here we go. 1, 2. Wow. That is what I don't even know how to describe this. When I asked him what he would call this, I said there's no way I can tell the fans what this is said on a live broadcast. But the Skullbuster, you can call it that because, open hand slap.
Maybe Cheap Thrillz is starting to lose their composure now.
Man.
That's what, 3 stiff slaps across the face?
Remember what I said about that dome? Not sure that's going to help. Max says no. Puts the foot in. Oh, no. Tag out and get out. Nope. Head to the turnbuckle. Oh, ouch.
Yeah, you can't take cheap shots at the champs like that.
No.
Especially these two guys. They have a mean streak.
You got to do your homework, too. You got to know that's not going to have an effect. Oh. Flame gets in. Wait a minute. Oh, continued assault and battery.
Yeah, literally, Cheap Thrillz is falling apart right in front of us. In the last match, they were strictly by the book. Now we've seen slaps. We've seen people just coming in the ring all willy-nilly.
Wait a minute. And the champion's standing tall. After having the headbang session with each member of Cheap Thrillz, they're going to have to regroup, and they're going to have to find a way to get back in this matchup.
And the crowd is now getting behind the champs.
This is a tough call for any true fan of wrestling.
Oh, no.
Wait a minute.
No. You don't take a man's leathers.
Wait a moment.
You just don't do it.
You don't take his cut. Oh, yeah, get away. Get away. Nice tag out.
Oh.
Telegraph that shot.
Here we go. Noise pollution.
I don't know that I want to trade hands with these two. Ooh. Look at that choke. Oh. I don't know if the ref got a good look, but that was kind of low. Oh. Jimmy Flame not doing his partner any favors.
And a kick out by Max. Look at their faces. Look at Cheap Thrillz faces. It's like they've been washed over. They just change has come upon them.
They're getting aggressive. They're taking advantage if they can. They're trying to get in the heads of the tag team champions. And right here at UCW Defiance, we're seeing the tag team championships get defended. Noise pollution is in a little bit of trouble here. Cheap Thrillz stepping up their game.
You know what I like about this is they defend their titles.
Right.
They very easily could ask for the night off after Outlaw Inc. had an accident.
Very much so. They could have just as well said, hey, our opponents are hurt. we can watch the number one contender spot, and we'll be here for the next run. But they're here, they're defending, that's what you want.
Right.
Goodness. And Matt Sells is in control.
And he's laying on him now.
Right.
With the
Putting the
headlock.
pressure. Increasing the pressure to the back, to the neck.
Yes, he is trying to contort that backbone to wear him down.
The fans getting behind Noise Pollution here. It's interesting watching the fans choose a side. Because when both came out, those are some solid shots. Headbutts from Mad Max. Wait a minute. Oh, nice. Catches him with a side slam. That had to hurt. And that doesn't do any favors for Matt, having the rib injury from Hounds of Hades.
And we got fresh men in the ring again. Both men tagged out.
Oh.
Rock Richards working on both of them.
Going to have to bring more than just a rush to get to Rock Richards.
Oh, here we go.
Wait a minute. What has he got him for here? Oh, my goodness. Double-fisted. Goodness gracious. Somebody get him out of there. Jimmy Flame is hurt. 1, 2, and Matt Sells makes the save.
And now the ref needs to go on and reestablish control here. Sells is not the legal man.
Look at this. Going for another one. And my apologies, folks. This was called the Bourbon on the Rocks. But it didn't quite work out that way, did it? Matt Sells back in control.
Sizing him up. Kick
Going
to the gut.
for it. Wait a minute. Wait. Here comes the hangover. The double spine buster. Good night. Jimmy Flame not able to get to the save. Max keeps him from it. And then the tag team champions remain on top.
I mean, I'll have to give it to Cheap Thrillz. I mean, they had a hard-fought match against the Hounds of Hades. They came in. They gave the champs all they were worth. But in the end, they just couldn't get it done.
Yeah, Cheap Thrillz had a shot. You know, they really could step up the advantage to try to get in there. And Noise Pollution just stayed in control. Mad Max Morrison, Rock Richards, Ultimate Championship Wrestling's tag team champions. But hey, give credit where it's due to Cheap Thrillz.
Oh,
They
yeah.
brought it.
Oh, yeah. I would like to see this match again.
Yes.
On a night where they're both fresh.
Yeah.
Oh, here comes Cheap Thrillz.
We're going to see a handshake or maybe going to go get the fisticuffs here?
I mean, that's what it looks like at this point in time.
They're going to get some brews here for later, I'm sure.
Asking
There
the
you
crowd.
go.
The crowd.
That's
there
what we're talking about. Brothers don't shake. Brothers got a hug.
No.
Hey, they love each other. It's all good in rock and roll, baby.
Again, I think we should sign this again for a night somewhere down the road where both teams are fresh.
Oh, we definitely have not seen the last of Noise Pollution versus Cheap Thrillz. And right here on Defiance for Ultimate Championship Wrestling, you're going to get your chance to see it. Who knows? Maybe we see it next time. Maybe we see it 2 times after that. I could do that. Why not? 2 out of 3 falls. Steel cage. Who cares? Let's just see it.
Very, very solid match.
Very much so.
All right. So in the ring right now, we have the
There it is.
UCW Heavyweight Title.
That's right. It's going to be a tough, tough night for Juggernaut in the Stro.
All right, once again, thank you for coming out. Remember to learn more about your favorite UCW superstars. Go to UCWforever.com. Look us up on Facebook. Follow us on Twitter. Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for our main event of the evening? It is to crown a new UCW.
That's right. We're getting ready to go right into the main event right here of the evening, Juggernaut taking on the Stro. Brian, WCW veteran, the Stro, the Juggernaut, U.S. Navy, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Man, who do you pick to win the heavyweight championship tonight?
I'm going with Stro. Again, there's too much experience on Stro. He's seen it all. He's all over the world. I think he's going to win out.
And there you hear the sinister laughter from Dorothy. And, well, you could only assume that that's Dorothy. She could be the advantage.
Well, not only that, but he does have the Hounds.
He does. He's got the Hounds at his side. And here he comes. He could very well be the World Heavyweight Champion.
And I told you, speaking of the Hounds, there they are.
The Hounds of Hades.
So right from the jump street, the Stro, Papa Stro, has put his opponent at a disadvantage.
Well, you got to wonder. In the back right now, does Juggernaut have any friends that are willing to go to bat for him if he needs them? Because you're going to need somebody to stand the test of 3, maybe even 4, depending on Dorothy.
Yeah.
4-on-1.
I mean, I might have thought Cheap Thrillz.
Right.
But after the last match, I don't know if they want to come out again.
You know, the tag team champions seem like they wouldn't be on. They're okay with a fight.
It's possible. Let's see what takes place here. But, I mean, Juggernaut may be able to handle all 3 on his own.
Now, I've done my research on Juggernaut. Juggernaut, it's a man who's gifted, not just with his hands, but with his feet. He can throw down with the best of them. I mean, he's got a right hand that'll knock your lights out.
Yeah. And he's an unstoppable force.
Indeed. And here he comes, ladies and gentlemen. And this is truly a sight. You have to see it to believe it when you see the Juggernaut. And here he comes. Oh, wait a minute. Juggernaut and Stro not waiting for the bell. Already mixing it up outside.
What a punch. All right, here we go. We have started the action off pretty hot and heavy. Juggernaut doesn't appear to be phased at all from the Hounds.
And there's
Bell's
the bell.
rung.
It's main event time. Stro is taking it to Juggernaut.
All right, here we go. The action's outside the ring. The ref is counting.
Oh, wait a minute. He just took the leg out. Juggernaut. I mean, that's gonna cause him some problems there.
Yeah,
you can't stand. You can't fight.
That's correct. That's why it's a smart thing to do.
And knowing Juggernaut the way he does, and being the veteran that he is, the Maestro is taking the legs out from under the Juggernaut. Wait a minute. Oh my gosh.
And Dorothy comes into play.
That's not legal. It's also creepy because it's Dorothy. And it is definitely creepy.
I mean, I think Papa Stro has figured out horseman rules. So we're no longer Freebird rules.
Right.
We're horseman rules.
Well, I mean, he's got the numbers game in his favor. Got him in the corner. Ooh, nice chop to the back. So he's got the leg. Oh. Nice
Little mule kick there.
Creating some space. It's what you got to do.
But again, he's already done damage. Juggernaut's holding the leg.
He doesn't waste any movement. This is the sign of a veteran here. He knows how to keep a hold, how to keep somebody down, and keep the advantage.
Step over toe hold.
Wow.
He's staying on the leg.
Really
very
torquing
smart.
the knee. Look at this.
You know, for those at home, this move right here is pretty lethal.
Right.
I'm pretty sure Terry Funk won the world title with a move similar to this.
It has won championships all over the world. It is something that if you are experiencing it, you wish that you hadn't, because it is painful. And ladies and gentlemen, right now we're witnessing what could be the dissection of the Juggernaut. Look at this. This could be it. Now he gets to the ropes. There's a lot of fight left in Juggernaut. Could there be?
Yeah, I just don't know if this kid has any quit in him. You know, being a Navy veteran, you know, he's seen action, I'm sure.
That's right.
And in the military, you don't just quit. So I don't see him just easily tapping
Oh! There you're out. Knock your block off right there. That's that right hand I was telling you about. Goodness gracious. Delivering Reveille, a wake-up call to the fans, and maybe good night to the maestro. Wow. These two going toe-to-toe, fist for fist. Juggernaut keeping control. Got him worked up in the corner. Throws him from the one side to the next. He's favoring that knee, though. Oh! Goes for the knee, but he misses it. Maestro's staying in control. He's got the Hounds of Hades in his corner. Dorothy cheering him on. At least I think she is. Wait a minute.
Is that a branding iron?
What the? You can't.
What is that?
You got to be kidding me. Somebody needs to get him out of the ring with that. Oh! Juggernaut turning the tables. Got that branding iron right to the face. Oh, and he drops another member of the Hounds of Hades. Grabs the ref. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, 3!
And
we've got a champion.
I can't believe what we've just seen. Ultimate Championship Wrestling. Can you believe it? The Juggernaut is the heavyweight champion.
Hats off to that guy.
Can you believe what we just saw?
No, unbelievable. He conquered
that is amazing.
3 individuals plus Dorothy.
And the fans are excited. They are on their feet. We have the first UCW heavyweight champion in the Juggernaut, overcoming not 1, not 2, not even 3, but 4. 4 different opponents.
I mean, he took a stroller, they worked his leg, and he still had the awareness to catch the branding iron and turn it on him.
And that is the key marking of a champion, to be able to know when to turn the tables and take control. And that's what he did. When he hit him with that right hand, and we had discussed it with him, he calls that shot the Reveille. Basically, a wake-up call and a night-night call to the maestro.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to get up when he throws it. If he lands it, you're done.
You don't have a chance. And we are watching right now the first UCW champion after the Reveille.
History. That's what this is right now. This is history in the making.
You are absolutely right.
For UCW.
That's a hell of a shot. And there you have it. UCW Defiance in their triumphant return. And we've got our first ever champion. You got to feel good if you're Juggernaut.
Oh, this has been an incredible night. It doesn't look like it's quite over. Crowd still involved. But hats off to Juggernaut.
Look at this. That lady didn't want nothing to do with them, and they didn't want nothing to do with her.
Hats off to Juggernaut.
To the Juggernaut. Oh, wait a minute.
Now, we talked to him
wait a minute.
Just a few weeks ago.
We did.
And if I remember correct, this is his first
major singles title.
I
think you're correct. When you look at a guy like the Juggernaut, I mean, what can you not like about this guy? He's got the look. He's got the attitude. He's got the presence of a champion. And he is victorious over the Stro tonight.
Yeah, you have to just. Oh, I don't think we're still done yet.
And he's still ready for more action. You know, folks, this has been an outstanding night of wrestling action right here at Ultimate Championship Wrestling Defiance. We're live at the Michael & Sons Sportsplex. We want to thank the good people over at Geico for their sponsoring the event this evening. And, folks, we will see you next time for UCW Defiance. Have a good night, everybody.